How to put more money in your pocket. Rich driver versus poor driver. So let's talk about Bob Ritmor, 6-year veteran driving a company truck. April was horrible compared to this month of May. $5,795.73 is what the Bob spent on fuel this month, compared to $7,812.45. Bob was able to go from 5.4 miles per gallon, and he went all the way up to 8.1 miles per gallon for the month of May. And there's 4 things that really he had to do. First, less speeding. 2, controlled acceleration. 3, more cruise control. 4, less idling. Compared to before, the driver went from using 30% more idling time the previous month. So he significantly decreased his idling time. Another thing is the time on cruise control significantly went up. So this driver went from almost having no time on cruise control, he went up to about 40% on cruise control. So this driver was regularly driving with his foot. He went from driving from his foot to driving on cruise for, I would say, 40% of the time he's driving on cruise. So he significantly increased his miles per gallon. And the third thing is he stopped speeding. So the driver did open his truck, although we have to, our trucks are governed here at 65 miles an hour. We locked this truck in at 65 or 63 miles per hour. And here are the stats. The driver basically saved about $2,500 on fuel in the month of May. You can drive the same amount of mileage, you cannot be home for the exact same amount of time, and keep the same amount of money. No need to burn money. Truckers, you can use the extras to invest. If you do not know how to invest, go to truckingandinvesting.com and learn. This driver added $2,000 into his pocket from last month. Besides those 4 ways he saved and put more money in his pocket, there is other things you can do. Number 1, monitor tire pressure regularly. It's been found that semi-trucks can have as much as a 1% drop in MPG for every 10 psi a single tire is underinflated. Before the rubber hits the road, make sure all your tires are properly inflated to their recommended psi. Not only will this save gas, but it will also make those expensive tires last longer. Number 2, stay in a high gear. Higher gears save fuel. You don't want to be lugging in too high a gear, but you also don't want your engine revving up and working harder than necessary. Find the sweet spot for your gearbox and minimize the use of your brake and gas pedals by speeding up and slowing down incrementally. Number 3, use momentum on hills. Semi-trucks build lots of momentum, especially on the highway. Start slowing down early when you have an exit coming up and collect as much momentum as possible when approaching a hill. Once you get to the apex of the hill, you should be able to coast. Subscribe and like. Thanks.
Do you want to learn how to turn your loads into wealth? Retiring in 3 to 5 years like I'm on the track to do? Well, visit truckingandinvesting.com.